Hi everyone, I'm Kate from Reframing Disability. I'm an educator and a parent of children with disability, and I'm joined today with Julie. Hi, Julie.
Hi, Kate. I'm Julie. I'm a speech pathologist and I'm really interested in how children transition.
Thanks, Julie. Now, big topic of conversation at the moment is children returning to school. An announcement was made today that children will be returning earlier than anticipated, and it's making a lot of parents quite anxious about the return. And a lot of parents are seeking information around if they can choose to keep their child at home. This might be parents of children with disability with high support needs. So what we want to talk about today is the options that parents have. Can they keep their children home? Like, where is the government on this? What advice do you have for parents?
Well, Kate, at this stage, I don't know. But, the best advice for families is they know their child best. They know what healthcare needs their child has. They know if their child is immunocompromised. They know all about their child's both medical needs and educational needs. So if the family are worrying about the return to school because they're worried their child might become ill, it's a good idea to talk to your child's medical team. They'll be able to tell you what additional precautions your child might need to take. Is it really important that your child wears a mask? Is it, essential that all the adults in the child's environment are vaccinated? Protocols around hand washing. If you've got a child with immunocompromised that tends to, put their fingers in their mouth, they might be able to give you some tips and advice around how to make that transition back to school safer. If your medical team are advising you not to return your child to school, it's a good idea to have a chat with your school and find out how your school can support your child's engagement with education.
And maybe even discuss what supports they have and plans they have in place for your child. I mean, we were talking earlier about masks and the mandating of masks, and that's for staff, but for children in primary school, they won't be wearing
compulsory. They're going to be encouraged, but it's not going to be compulsory for students to wear masks. So getting this information from the school, the school is the first point of call, would you say?
Oh, totally. And schools put individualized plans into individual classes based on the needs of the student in those classes. So, there are some classes where, teachers will be super, super careful about making sure the classroom's a nut-free zone, for instance, because they know that there's a child that, has a very high risk around that. Where in other classrooms, it's less important because there's no child with a known risk. And the same will probably happen around enhanced COVID precautions. If they know that there's a child in the classroom that's immunocompromised, they're going to be really encouraging the other students to wear masks.
Yeah.
They're going to be even more vigilant around hand sanitizing and hand washing.
Yeah.
You may even find that, things like pencil pots, and your child might have to have their own separate pencil case or their own separate pencil pot. All of those things, so things can be sanitized, but talk to your school about it because, everyone wants your child to have the most opportunity to learn as they can have in the safest possible way. So, if the advice is school can't be made safe for your child, then talk to your school about other ways of remaining engaged. But, it may be that your child can return to school with additional precautions in place. It may be that the universal precautions that schools are putting in place will be sufficient to keep your child safe. The best thing to do is ask the doctors, ask the school, and share your concerns, because if you let people know what you're worried about, they can, provide you with the additional information to help you make an informed decision.
That's perfect. Great advice for parents. Thank you so much, Julie.
Thanks, Kate.